the thing that everyone should do is go to Apple and download a software package called Bonjour. Bonjour is a very simple, intuitive software application that runs in your internet browser that allows you to connect to other devices very simply without having to open up a configuration window and ping the box. It does all that for you automatically. And we'll go through the process right now. So in my case, I'm going to open up Internet Explorer. I'll wait till my home page loads, or I get a notification that, I think it's called a DNS error on the page. When I get that notification, I'll go to the far right hand side, just beyond Tools, click it, open up Bonjour, and right away, because I have my system configured, set up based on the way I drew it up on the flip chart, you'll see that configure George IS2Go. I just gave the box a name just so I can recognize it as the Inspired Signage player. I double click it. Now I'm going to close this, and it brings up the Inspired Signage Live Monitor. Now the Inspired Signage Live Monitor is your portal to set up the configuration for the Inspired player. And the first thing I normally do is I take a look at two places, Machine Manager and the player configuration. So what I'm going to do first is take a look at Machine Manager. Oops, sorry, we have to edit something here. First, of course, you need to log in. So the login from the factory is admin. Under username, password, admin. I recommend you leave it that way. Log in. It now shows me logged in as the administrator. One of the things that I like to do is take a look and see, assuming that my Inspired Signage player is connected to a network, what the IP address is for that box. And as you'll notice, I've got DHCP enabled, but there's the IP address that the box is taking in. And what I will do usually is I will either write that number down or do a copy and paste later. But for argument's sake, I'll write that number down. The other area that I like to take a look at under Applications is Player Configuration. And here is where I can change the configuration of the actual player itself. And I can change the output resolution. I can change the aspect ratio to work directly with the monitor that I happen to be using in the demonstration. Setup time, I'm taking a little longer than it normally takes, but setup time could take anywhere from half an hour to 45 minutes. Leave yourself an hour. Deal with any potential problems you might come up with in any kind of a demonstration application. In this case, I'm running my system at 1360 by 768 because I happen to know what the monitor is capable of doing. So I'm going to say I'm happy with that. Another place I want to show you in the Live Monitor application is Babel. Babel, it allows you to set up certain applications that run directly from the Inspired player to the network. Those are RSS feeds. In this case, I have TSN, Sports News, and I have the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. RSS feeds are very easy to get. Go to any website. If they allow RSS feeds, all you have to do is cut and paste the URL and paste it directly in the spaces there. The other part that you can set up is weather. And here I have, I'm not sure how clearly it'll come through in the video, but I have 6 cities across Canada set up, from Hamilton to Edmonton and Vancouver, as well as their location code. All that's required is that you browse to Yahoo Weather, select your city. At the top of the screen, a city code or a location code is there. You just have to note that location code, enter it into that box, and you'll be able to display the weather in that area. By the way, all of this information that I'm giving you is short form. You can find all the information in the manuals that are provided in the Inspired to Go software disk that AMX provides.